Hello, so welcome to the second Mountain Coach YouTube video. Some of you, if you've watched the first one, will notice that I've actually got a microphone now on this one, so hopefully the sound's a little bit better quality. But anyway, this one is all about how I got involved in the outdoors. Question I do get asked a lot. What's my background? How did I get involved in this? How long have I been doing it, etc. So what I'll do, I'll start with, well, I've always been pretty sporty, fit, healthy, into activities and exercise, but not in terms of the mountains or the outdoors and hiking. Although I did do the Yorkshire Three Peaks challenge when I was 11 years of age. And anyone who knows or who's done that challenge will appreciate it. It's pretty tough. 12 hours or up to 12 hours, 24, 25 miles, three highest peaks in Yorkshire. It's a tough, hard, long day. And yeah, I did do that when I was 11 years of age, but really the reason I did that was on a summer camp. My sister, who was 3 years older, she was also there doing it, and there was no way I could let her beat me or for her to complete it and me not. So I can't remember how much pain I was in or how tough it was, but I kept on going. Well, lots of people dropped out and completed it, got the badge, the certificate, as did my sister. So yeah, I couldn't let her beat me. And that was my first, I guess, hike outdoor challenge. I'm not sure if you can call them mountains, but yeah, I did do Snowdon a year later on a similar summer camp. And again, my sister was there. So I had to make sure I completed it. But apart from that, I didn't do any other mountains or outdoor hiking stuff. It was all sort of sport or gym work or running until 2008. And 2008 was a significant year for me. Basically, I quit my career in finance, my corporate career. My background is in finance, and to set up the Climb Your Mountain charity, which we're one of the hoodies now. Big decision. I'll talk about that on another video at some point, giving you an explanation of why I would, set up a charity and turn my back on a pretty good finance career. But that's what I did. And in terms of the outdoors, well, the charity was initially anyway aimed at helping anybody who was going through a difficult time in their life, had their own personal mountain to climb. And we helped and encouraged and motivated and put on opportunities for people to do a physical challenge to help them through a difficult time. And very early on, we got asked by the local Mind charity to organise a hike, a trip up Snowdon for a group of people from that charity, and said yes. And cut a long story short, organised that trip. It went very successfully. And then we got asked by other people, "Oh, we'd like to do that." And because it was part of, I guess, the ethos of the charity of doing physical activities and challenges to help people, but also obviously fitted in with the name, Climb Your Mountain. Plus, it then soon became apparent that we could fundraise additionally from doing these types of challenges. We ended up doing more and more. And as we did more and more, and the charity sort of grew as a result, I developed a personal sort of real interest, passion, excitement for these kind of challenges and the outdoors and the mountains. So that just continued, including overseas treks as well, such as Kilimanjaro and Everest Base Camp and Toubkal and other places like that. So that's really how I got into it, almost kind of by accident, partly from my own personal experiences as to why I then set up the charity, and how that became fitted in very well with what the charity was all about. Then towards the end of 2015, I'll probably talk about this, the reasons for this in more detail in another video, but I decided to set up the Mountain Coach and concentrate pretty much all my efforts on the outdoors, open to the public, open to anybody to take part in a wide range of hikes, trips and challenges. And that's where the Mountain Coach came about. I quickly became qualified as a mountain leader. At this point, it became sort of quite apparent that was necessary, although not legally required. It was necessary really to for the credibility in terms of what I was doing, and having those, that qualification and those skills, to lead and organise a lot more activities. So yes, since late 2015, early 2016, when it really became my main business, my job, my career, my livelihood, organising a whole wide range of outdoor activities, hikes, trips, challenges, as the mountain coach. So yeah, that's kind of, I guess, explains how I got into it. Fairly recently, in the sense that not until really 2008, but on the other hand, yeah, 14 years of doing this. The first 7 years, sort of almost half the time, and the last 7 years all my time. And during that period, I calculated a while ago that it's well over 10,000 people that have taken part in the hikes and the trips and the challenges. So hopefully a lot of those have achieved ambitions, achieved goals, done something they wouldn't otherwise have done, got them interested in the outdoors. They've become healthier and happier as a result. And so yeah, that's a lot of people that I've led, and hopefully there'll be at least another 10,000 more over the next few years. So yeah, there's the answer to the question: how long have you been doing this? How did you get involved in the outdoors, etc. So hopefully that's helpful. I'll go into some more detail on some of those areas in other videos. Yeah, that's it for now. So that's the second video. I'll keep putting stuff up around questions that I get asked a lot. And if you've got any questions, please ask them, email, message, write comments, any questions you've got at all, and I'll try my best to answer those. I'll put on stories that I've really like over the years. I'll talk a bit about Mountain Parallels, the other sort of business I've got regarding talks and workshops. I'll mention the charity more and what we do with that. So yeah, hopefully a lot of content, quite varied, and let's see where this goes. All right.